My video will be identifying the common tight muscles and common weak muscles of the body, the kinetic chain issues these lead to, and the corrective exercises to fix these issues. This video is relevant because a large percent of the population suffers from various kinetic chain issues that affects their quality of life and ability to perform everyday tasks. A common issue that many people have is tight ankles and calves. Tightness in this area in the kinetic chain can be identified by looking at the position of the foot when standing, walking, or running. Depending on where the tightness lies, the foot may pronate or fall in, or supinate, falling out. More commonly, the foot may be externally rotated when the toes are pointed out, or internally rotated when the feet are pointed in. The most common way to fix this kinetic chain issue is myofascial release, otherwise known as foam rolling. Myofascial release functions to break down the scar tissue that forms in knots over time. This scar tissue develops as a way for the body to protect itself from the muscular imbalances. Foam rolling will also help the muscle fibers begin to realign properly and stimulate blood flow so that the muscles can function properly. Another way to relieve tightness is PNF stretching. PNF stretching involves stretching the muscle while contracting the muscle, and then relaxing while holding the stretch, and repeating again until the desired range of motion is achieved. Another common tight muscle group is the quads and hip flexors. Tightness in this area in the kinetic chain can be caused by quad dominance and weak glutes. If the glutes aren't functioning properly, the quads tend to compensate and cause the knees to move over the foot during the squatting motion because of the muscular imbalance. Someone experiencing tightness in this area may have symptoms of knee pain and limited range of motion. Again, one of the most effective ways to fix this kinetic chain issue is myofascial release to break up the scar tissue knots and stimulate blood flow to the area. Those who are quad dominant would benefit from various glute exercises such as the squat, the Romanian deadlift, and the hip bridge. Once the glute begins to activate during everyday functional movements, such as walking upstairs or going from sitting to standing, a large amount of stress will be taken off the quad and that knee joint, relieving any pain. According to the Arthritis Disease Center, 50 to 80% of Americans complain of back pain during their lifetime. Poor posture is one of the main contributing factors. In today's society, millions of people are hunched over at their desks hours on end. In this position, the trap tends to form knots in the form of scar tissue in order to protect itself from this unnatural position. Tightness in this muscle can be identified by neck pain, hunched posture, and limited range of motion. This muscle is often tight because the muscles of the mid and upper back, as well as the lats, are not strong enough to compensate and pull the shoulders back and down. The best way to relieve this tight muscle is again myofascial release to break up the scar tissue and allowing the muscle fibers to lay properly and stimulate the blood flow throughout the muscle. Strengthening the upper and middle back through rowing exercises will help to pull the shoulder blades back into a more natural position. Also, strengthening the lats through exercises such as the pull-up or a pull-down will help to pull the shoulder blades back down into a more relaxed position. In conclusion, it should be noted that if someone is feeling pain or tightness in an area in the kinetic chain, the problem is likely being caused by a muscular imbalance in a different area. Simply massaging or foam rolling the affected area is not going to be sufficient to resolve the problem. The right muscles need to be strengthened in order to put the body into equilibrium and achieve a properly functioning kinetic chain for the rest of your life.